Hey there, hi there, hello there, sports fans, Duran fans, and Whoosher reviewers. Frannie Rhodes here, and I am laying on my side, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. So, to bring you 2 weeks ago Whoosh review, I'm behind again. So this one is for Black Dog, Take My Hand. That was the name of the episode that I'm about to review for you. Now, I'm laying on my side because I'm charging my phone, and my phone charger is very short. My long phone charger that went around the world practically because it was so long, which I loved, stopped working. And so I started using the one that came with the phone, which is this short little itty bitty thing. And ooh, wouldn't it be freaky if you see how you can see my closet there? If you saw like a face peeking out or something, or an eye. I'm freaking myself out because I was watching My Paranormal Nightmare last night on Prime. But anyways, thanks John Burns for the suggestion. So John Burns is a friend of mine on Facebook. A huge Nick Rhodes fan as well. I'm a huge Duran fan. He's a huge Duran fan too. He has a special soft spot for Nick, and obviously so do I. So anyways, that's that story. But that's why I'm on my side, because this phone charger doesn't reach very far and my phone is very low on charge. So shall we start the review? Let's. Okay, so again, this is for Black Dog, Take My Hand. The first song that they played was by Ayahuasca and Itaziz. And it's called At Night. It's the radio edit of At Night. I would say it sounded reminiscent to Join in the Chant by Nitzer Ebb in the beginning, but slower, which I love. I do love. I love several songs by Nitzer Ebb, who, if you are not familiar with them, were, I guess, in early 90s, maybe. I don't even know when Nitzer Ebb started. I just know that I started hearing some of their music at a dance club that I used to go to all of the time called the Edge nightclub in Palo Alto. If any of you are from the area that I'm from, then you may be familiar with that. It's not open anymore. But anyways, it used to be my second home, and they used to play very cool alternative music, and they played Nitzer Ebb, which was how I discovered them. And I guess I would describe Nitzer Ebb as industrial, I guess. Not sure. If I'm completely wrong about that, forgive me. But they have a song called Join in the Chant. They also have Fun to Be Had. Dun-na-na, dun-na-na. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, this song by Ayahuasca and Itaziz, At Night, radio edit, was reminiscent to Join in the Chant in the beginning, but slower, by Nitzer Ebb. And that carries through the whole song. I put in the beginning, but it carries through the whole song with some layered vocal dom here and there. I did this review last week. I wrote it last week, and I'm not recording it till today. So, dom here and there. I thought some lyrics, okay. Some lyrics I couldn't make out. Then it goes into some cool electronic echoey sounds. It's a great ravey dance song, sweaty dance song is how I described it. That was Ayahuasca and Itaziz At Night radio edit. I gave it 5 stars. I think that was the only song I gave 5 stars in this episode. So I guess we'll say that's my favorite one. So also congratulations to Katy on her new nephew Lucas. She mentioned on that show that I listened to last week, which I think was from the week before, Black Dog Take My Hand, that they have a new addition to her family, a brand new nephew named Lucas. So congratulations to Katy on the new baby in the family. Okay, now going back to Ayahuasca. I like laying on my side the whole time. I can't breathe. No, I'm just kidding. I can breathe. Okay, so per Katy, Ayahuasca performs as an alter ego in a Stetson-style mask feathered black hat. That's how he performs. He shrouds his identity to match his enigmatic, brooding sounds, which is kind of very cool. And you can actually see him in that feathered black hat, or Stetson style hat. I think on his social media, it's possibly on Twitter, but look for ayahuasca on social media. I believe it's Twitter, Twitter or Instagram, and look at his profile picture, and you'll see him wearing the hat that Katy's talking about. Okay, I'm going to be fidgeting around for this one. So, let me see. Per Simon, ayahuasca is a drug. Thank you, Simon. Which is used by South American Indians that Sting goes to see. He said the South American Indians like Sting goes to see. In the Brazilian rainforest tribe, they're in a Brazilian rainforest tribe. It's a hallucinogenic drug that contains DM1, DMT. I can't read my writing. I think it's DMT. You drink it, you get sick, you hallucinate about your own death, and then you come out of it thinking it was great. That's how Simon said about this drug. I don't think Simon's ever tried it. But this is what he's heard about it. He said it's a 20-minute high. So it sounds kind of like peyote, which I've never tried, but I've heard that you eat it or whatever. You makes you throw up, and then you have these crazy hallucinations. Well, this one specifically, you will hallucinate about your death with ayahuasca. It's a 20-minute high, and it's quite big in certain circles, is what Simon said. They bring shamans in to hold their hands while they're throwing up in the rhododendrons. Thank you, Simon. Per Katy, he's the most accomplished singer and percussionist from Africa. This is still ayahuasca we're talking about. And began performing all over Africa by the age of 15. Simon started the show with this song because he wanted something summery and warm to open the show. He thought this did the job. I don't know that I would call it summery and warm. I don't think I agree with that. It was a cool song, though. So, okay. Now, let's see. Oh, okay. Then Simon was telling a story about how the band was doing a photo shoot recently. Oh, let me sit up for a minute, and I'll charge my phone more if it looks like it's going to die. So anyways, laying on my side. I mean, I lay on my side all the time to watch TV and stuff, or watch on my phone. But when I'm talking laying on my side, I don't know. Anyway, so okay, Simon and Garfunkel. Simon was talking about this. The band was at a photo shoot recently. The other day, he said, and that would have been the other day in relation to a couple of weeks ago when this show was aired. And while they were having their makeup done, Simon and Garfunkel was playing, and some of you will recall if you saw the recent live stream with Simon, Nick, and Roger that John was trying to be in on too, but Instagram tripped everybody up, which I completely understand. And John, if you ever see this, you shouldn't feel weird about that because I'm sure it's difficult. I've never tried to do a live stream on Instagram. But anyways, I'm sure it's not easy to figure out how to get everybody in. But anyways, so they were listening to Simon and Garfunkel, and if you caught that live stream, you will know how Nick had said that he loves the song Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. That's what it made me think of, even though Simon didn't specifically mention that here in this Whoosh episode. But he said that this Simon and Garfunkel stuff was just playing and playing and playing. And so he suggested that they switch it to Whoosh. They did. Everybody loved it. And Nick, my Nick, even said, "This is quite good, Charlie." So yay. Okay, so that was a little story that he was musing about. Now, the second song was called Rainforest. The band is called No Name. I'll describe it as female rapping. Excuse me. Talking about turning a natural resource into cash. Important issues, basically rapping about important issues. And then it says, "I just want to dance though." So that's my description of that song, and I only gave it 1 star. I didn't love it. The next song is called Trampoline by, no, I'm sorry, the band is Trampoline. The song is called Oh Lover, I believe. I'm not sure if it's Lover or Love, but I will have that clarified for you when I write all of the artists and what they played in the description box below, as if, if you've been watching my reviews, you'll know I do. So you too, if you can't access Whoosh, which is the whole reason that I do these reviews, for the fans that could no longer access the show when it stopped, when they started on SiriusXM, because not everybody can get SiriusXM. I think it's just in the States. And I saw a lot of fans saying how they couldn't access it anymore, and I wanted everybody to still be able to know what was going on with it. So I had the idea to start these reviews a few months ago. And yeah. Anyways, going back to this song, Oh Lover by Trampoline. This is where the title of the show came from in this episode. As I'm sure some of you know, they take a song lyric from one of the songs and make it the title of the episode. Usually, I believe, always. And it's sort of 90s alternative. That's how I would describe this song. So Black Dog Take My Hand is from this song, Oh Lover. So I described it as sort of 90s alternative sounding, which is pretty different from 80s alternative. It's true, it is, and I made that distinction here. I gave it 2 stars. I didn't love it. Per Simon, excuse me, about this song, Rainforest by No Name. He described it as hip hop with a folky, jazzy feel, which is unusual to hear together, which is true. He thought it was a magnificent pairing, soft voice, lovely voice, no name, no nonsense. No name / no nonsense. That's how Simon described it. Okay. Per Katy, the lead singer was born Fatima Warner. She grew up on Chicago's South Side, known for marrying her poetry with social justice. Oh, so that was the song about... Yeah, this was that first song, Rainforest No Name, the rappy female song about important topics, social justice issues. So what Simon said about that again was that he described it as hip hop with a folky, jazzy feel, which is unusual to hear together. So that was about the female rapping song. Katy said that the singer was born Fatima Warner, grew up on Chicago's South Side, known for marrying her poetry with social justice. And she creates politically astute, I think she said, songs. Simon told a story. So this is just an aside in between. Simon told a story about being on a boat in Saint-Tropez, in a tiny harbor in a huge boat with the name Nobody on the boat. You know how boats have names? This boat was called Nobody, and Simon thought that was cool given the size of the boat. Random story he threw in. Okay. Now, about Trampoline, because they were likening the Nobody boat name to the name of that band, No Name. Okay. So about Trampoline, Oh Lover, Simon said they weren't very original sounding and got a lot of their sound from Nirvana, 90s alternative. Remember I said it sounded 90s alternative, and then he described it as Nirvana. So we're on the same page there. Likened it to In Bloom off of Nirvana's first album, Nevermind. That's what Simon said about it. Now there's a fan question. And if you want to send in a question of your own, you can do that to Whoosh, WHOOOSH radio, I believe it is, at gmail.com. I'm going to be putting that down in the description box as well. Or just do it straight through radio.duranduran.com. Okay. Now, this question was from Samantha in Georgia. She loves Invisible and never misses Whoosh. And she was asking what the backup singers are saying, and do the background singers know that people listening interpret the words they're saying differently or hear something else entirely? Are they aware of that? Simon is aware of that, he said. He can only speak for himself. This is the answer. Backup singers are just wanting to do the best job they can. This is what Simon said. He doesn't think they're thinking about how people will hear it, and they don't know how it's going to sound until it gets mixed. And then, of course, the backup, some of the lyrics are Shy One, quiet one. And it's funny because Shy One, when I first heard that in Invisible, Shy One, I thought they were saying shotgun. I did. I thought they were saying shotgun, and I was like, why shotgun? And I was like, well, wait a minute. Duran Duran had a little like interlude called Shotgun that I believe was just instrumental on a previous album of theirs. And so I thought there maybe was a connection there. But anyways, it's not shotgun, it's shot one, which I did figure out soon after I thought it was shotgun. But Samantha was still in the dark about it. So thanks for the answer, Simon. Now, Pom Pom Squad by Lux. Oh, Lux is the name of the song. Pom Pom Squad is the next one. It sounds reminiscent to Romeo Void vocals to me. Romeo Void / Runaways vocals. They have kind of a standard punky girl band sound. That's how I described Lux by Pom Pom Squad. I gave it 3 stars. It was cool, but it kind of wasn't very unique sounding at all. It's like, not to say anything bad about the song, but it's something that you may have heard many times before from many other artists doing the same kind of music. So the next song was by Jay Bernhardt. The song is called The Other Man. It's an edit. And I would describe it as dramatic, deep piano, stripped down, jazzy, groovy, speaking, singing, very smooth, unique, cool vocals. That's how I described it. I gave it 3 stars. Now, Simon loves Jay Bernhardt. He loves the Jay Bernhardt track. Per Katy, going back to Pom Pom Squad for a minute, per Katy, Pom Pom Squad began life as a front project for solo artist Mia Byrne, something they started to get attention around the time the pandemic hit. They spent lockdown time putting out a lot of covers, and their album comes out this month. It's called Death of a Cheerleader, and the cover of the album reminds Simon of the Red Carpet Massacre cover. So check out the cover of this album by Pom Pom Squad called Death of a Cheerleader, and we all, I'm sure, know what the RCM cover looks like. I love it. It's like all the mannequins, laying around. Well, no, wait, that wasn't the cover. That was a promo picture. Yeah, the cover is the woman on the ground, and there's some similarities there. So check them both out. Now, on Jay Bernhardt, this is the first music he's put out since 2017. This is per Katy. And again, this was the song called The Other Man edit, the dramatic deep piano one that I thought was smooth and cool. Per Katy, it's the first music he's put out since 2017. That's basically all they had to say about that. All they had on him. I won't say had to say about that, but that's all they had on him. And I think Simon said something to the effect, I didn't write it down, but I think he said something to the effect of he does such great music, or he sounds so great, and it was kind of a shame that he hadn't put anything out in so long. I think something like that. Anyways, another fan question. This one is from Jennifer. What's the strangest, coolest, or creepiest thing a fan ever gave to you? And I knew what the answer was going to be before Simon said it, because I've heard this story several times, and I'm sure a lot of you fans out there have as well, of Duran Duran, or maybe some of the older, more diehard fans. In the very beginning, someone sent them a huge box of sand, a wooden box of sand. And I already knew he was going to say that. And he did. So yay, I guessed an answer before he said it. So yeah, the classic old wooden box of sand story came up again on Whoosh 3 weeks ago on this episode. That brings us to, and that was the most, that was the creepiest or most unusual, strangest gift. Not creepiest, but strangest gift that they had ever received. And it was just a box of sand. There's nothing inside. Going on to Simon's hotspot, it was called Jungle. Talk About It. So the band is called Jungle. The song is called Talk About It. It's a mixture of tribal, disco, Bee Gees sounding vocals. That's how I described it. Fast, kicky, and catchy. I gave it 4 stars. I didn't love the end. That's what I wrote about that song. And it was Simon's hotspot. He loved it. And I actually gave one of Simon's hotspots 4 stars, almost 5. So that's unusual. Because usually I'll give it like 1 star, almost no stars, when it's on Simon's hotspot pick. We just don't have kind of the same taste there in music. But anyways, So per Katy, Jungle are a British electro soul project started by Josh Watson and Tom somebody. I couldn't catch his last name. Two albums. They have two albums, one of which was shortlisted for the Mercury Prize. Their album Living in Stereo is out in mid-August. Katy thinks there's something uniquely English about this song. Simon thinks of big American bands of the 70s. Simon calls their approach to music joyful and wonderful. Nice. So that's what they had to say about Jungle. And again, the song was called Talk About It. It was funny because Katy said she thought that there's something uniquely English about them, and Simon said they reminded him of big American 70s bands. So it's an interesting departure there. But yeah, I caught the 70s vibe definitely because I described it as disco Bee Gees sounding along with the tribal. All right. Now, so Simon said their approach to music is joyful and wonderful, and their approach to business is clever. He compared them to Duran, who fronts their own music, writes, performs it, and everything. We all know how Dee Dee works, and we love it. It's the best ever. And Jungle is more of a production team, as opposed to how Duran is more of a band. This is what Simon said. And you don't actually see Jungle, like you don't see what they look like. And he likened that to Damon from the Gorillaz. And if any of you are familiar with the Gorillaz, my favorite song from the Gorillaz is, oh my God, what is the name of that song? Oh, something Unlimited or something. It's, and it's, Windmill, Windmill, Fatherland. That song. I love that song by the Gorillaz. And it's true, you don't see them in the videos. It's all of the crazy, creepy looking, strung out meth cartoon characters. They do. All of those cartoon characters in the Gorillaz videos look like they're strung out on meth. And they haven't slept for I don't know how long. But anyways, which is no laughing matter. But that's what it reminded me of. But yeah, so he likened the fact that you don't see Jungle to how Damon presents himself from the Gorillaz. You also don't see him. Now, the next song was Dillinger CB, that's C as in cat, B as in boy, 200. It's reggae. That's how I described it. 1 to 2 stars is what I gave it. Reggae isn't my favorite. I like some reggae, but it's not really my first choice. So Blackaby, Semolina is the next song. And it's actually for a minute sounded like It's My Life by Talk Talk. This is what I said about it. Just in the very beginning, it was reminiscent to me of It's My Life by Talk Talk. And I love It's My Life by Talk Talk. And then kind of had a harmonic monkey sound. Pleasing to listen to, but I didn't love it. I gave it 2 stars. About CB200, Simon said, and this is from the Dillinger song that was reggae. Simon said they were a very important artist in his life. Oh yeah, he has history with Dillinger. When he was growing up, there was Bob Marley, but you were always looking for a more rootsy sound, less mainstream. Simon saw Dillinger live and saw Johnny Rotten at this live show of Dillinger's hiding wearing a big black hat. I thought it was a cowboy hat, but I didn't write cowboy here. So he saw Simon in his young punk days. He saw Dillinger live in his young punk days. So he said he's been in Simon's life since he was a teen. That's what Simon said about this artist Dillinger, which was kind of cool. Now, about Blackaby, Semolina, William Blackaby is the name of the artist. The track is about wading through school days, confusing times, but we all emerge in a way. Simon likes how it changes key in the middle of the verse. Simon liked it. Katy didn't. Katy couldn't wait for it to end. That was Blackaby by Semolina. That was the one that I gave 2 stars. And the one that actually for a minute sounded like It's My Life by Talk Talk in the beginning, and then kind of had a harmonic monkey sound. Simon liked it. Katy couldn't wait for it to end. Per Simon, the Saints, this is the last song that they played. The Saints are a punk band from Australia, likened them to the Sex Pistols and the Clash, led the way for, he said that the Saints led the way for the Sex Pistols and the Clash. And then they played a song by the Saints called This Perfect Day. covered by the fall and something fuck storm. Excuse me. Oh, I hope that FUCK storm. I don't know if you're supposed to swear on YouTube, but persimmon short but intense. That's how I described it. Oh, persimmon short but intense. It's punk. So Simon said this song, This Perfect Day, was covered by The Fall and another band called something FUCK storm. And persimmon, it's short but intense, I think. And I just said it's punk. I gave it 1 star. Punk isn't my favorite either, really. Anyways, there's my very choppy review for Black Dog Take My Hand. Now I'm going to go listen to This Plane Is Crashing Down or something, which was last week's episode, and do a review for that. And then I will catch up to this week's episode. And then I'm going to try to stay caught up. Anyways, again, I started doing these when Whoosh stopped being on SiriusXM. I'm sorry, started being on SiriusXM, and many people couldn't access it anymore. So many fans say they miss it. And I was like, I want everybody to still be able to hear what's going on with it. So I actually did contact SiriusXM to see if I could just record the episodes and post them on my social media. They said that was a no-go, which is understandable. It's a paid service. So I got the idea to start these Whoosh reviews. In a perfect world, I would be doing one every Wednesday after the show, but that like hardly ever happens. So I'm always a little bit behind, but anyways, I'm catching up again, and that's as much as I can tell you. I'll do my best to get more on the ball with doing more timely reviews for the show that was done on the actual night. But anyways, yes, it comes from the heart nonetheless. I hope you enjoy them. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel, tell a friend, and tune in every week. I wish I could say every Wednesday, and I'll try to make it every Wednesday, every week for a new Whoosh review from me, Frannie Rhodes. Francine Tognati, Frannie Rhodes. And yeah, again, I hope you like them, and thank you very much. And have a fabulous rest of your, what's today? Wednesday. And my goal is to get another review up tonight, so we'll see if it happens. Thanks. Hope you liked it. Bye for now.